Hey friends, what's up? I'm at my friend Robert's house. We're gonna put on the headers today. Okay, so for this bike, I think we're kind of lucky. Robert has an XR and he had to disassemble quite a bit of stuff to get these headers off. So it looks like we're gonna need to take the can off, which is one bolt here. Then on that side, you can see there's one bigger bolt. And those are the only two things that hold this can on. Then we can wiggle the can off. Then that little bolt next to the bigger one holds the heat shield on, so that'll come off. And then everything after that is all part. There's the catalytic converters down in there. That big hunking thing. Let's go under here. So there it is. So underneath here, there's nothing really we have to do except you know, take the bolts off here where it enters the engine, and hopefully we'll be able to angle this down and pull it through the center stand. Robert's XR, he had to take the center stand off to take the system out, so hopefully we can just pull it through and easy peasy. So the engine's still hot, so we're gonna have to wait a little while and we'll get to it. Package, I'm gonna rip it open and get everything out. Here's everything that's in the box.
It's in the hold.
And it comes with the valve.
That's cool.
Here's the anti-seize. So we gotta put this goop on where the joints meet. And there's the springs, directions, all that stuff. All right, we're joking around here. We got the, Robert got, I should say. So we've got the can off and the bolts, whoops, there's my finger. The bolts under here that hold this on both sides are off. The only thing that's holding it in place is this. So I don't know if it's, yeah, right in there. There's a little hanger that goes into that rubber bushing. So we just gotta kind of, assuming it's just gonna pop out of there and push on it. So get to it. Okay, so at the moment, we're stuck a little bit on these nuts right here that hold on the valve lines. Are very difficult to get off because unless you take all this off.
Hey, at least the engine's not hot anymore. So that's a plus.
So there's one of the cords is one to pop off.
One out.
Da-da-da-da. All right, so those two stubborn nuts are off, and then one cable is off. Robert's going for the second cable. No, not the wire snips. Oh, no.
Oh yeah, your cables are down. I got them out, but we've got a slight problem.
For this issue that we had with the two valve cables, the one furthest in over here came out relatively easy. This one here, what I did is grabbed the cable with a pair of needle nose pliers and pulled on it, pulled on the cable to give it some slack, and then we're able to pull this little brass piece out of the fitting there. Here's the next issue we ran into, is removing the O2 sensors. Those things are like practically welded onto the pipe. So Robert hit it with some penetrating oil, let it soak for a while. We took off these, they're right here, these little spoiler thingies here to give us more room to grab that with a wrench. And we're on our way. All right, so we just got the headers right in front of me here laying on the ground off of, this is a hanger that goes into that little rubber hole there, bushing thing. So So we just had, it was a kind of a two-man job of pull and wiggle, and it popped out. Now we're getting the last O2 sensor. We douse it with some oil. There. And then once we get that one off, we should be able to take the entire...
Then we're gonna run straight pipe.
No headers at all. Just fire-breathing RS.
Right out the bottom. Although it'll probably have a lot of lift. You'll probably have to get some more wings for it.
We're turning the RS into a hovercraft. Yeah. All right. It has been removed successfully. So we didn't have to take off the center stand. We just snaked this right through the center of the center stand and popped it out. So it was good to go. Which is basically this, where'd that little tube go? Yeah, this stuff right here. This stuff. So next step is going to be getting this stuff on, getting the cables tightened, O2 sensor on. I've already put this on, this bracket. Let's see if here from the directions, it goes right there. All right, so we've got the, the headers on, hand tightened, got both the front O2 sensors hand tightened in, and got the ceramic coating. Yeah, to get these cables, to get these cables back in, these little brass things, and then the cables, they wouldn't reach. They were really hard, so we had to undo this mechanism up front. Don't know what it's technically called, but it's what the cables go into. We undid that, and that gave us enough slack to hook those cables back up. Now we gotta find a way to stretch and get that back in place. It's all on. Wasn't easy. Right there where they connect, they didn't go all the way in completely, so it gave slack back here, so it was very difficult to get the cables, the valve cables on, and to get this on to match up here, and it's still not completely matched up, but it's not going anywhere. Just clean the pipes down with alcohol and then with WD-40 to get rid of any fingerprints that we touched it supposedly. If it gets hot the first time, they burn in. But we had to get some slack for the cables to connect back into here. We actually had to undo the mechanism right here and pull it forward and give some slack to the cables and pull it back, and then put this, we had to use a little crowbar in here to push this forward to meet that screw right there to screw it back in place. So I don't know, I'm gonna start it up and see, and we hope we don't have any error codes or explosions, fire, brimstone, any of that stuff. All right, here we go. Okay.
Is it in neutral?
That's the first, that's what we're gonna look for. I think it's in first gear probably. Yeah, it's in first. Go for neutral. Okay. Robert got that. Here we go.
Yeah, I did my part.
Stand clear of the rear exhaust. Okay, there's no error codes that I can see.
I like it.
It's smoking.
It will. It'll burn it off everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of smoke coming off of it. I think some of that is probably that ceramic that was inside.
No, it takes a while, yeah. And then once
Yes.
it does this the first time, it won't.
There's a code.
Check your keys.
I walked away from the bike. I thought I had an error code. All right, so I'm gonna step back a little bit because this smells. It's burning off all the stuff inside the headers. All All right, I'm just letting it cool down, and then I'm gonna take it for a ride around the block here, kind of burn it up, get all that smoke off of there. And now it's time to feed the deer.
Yeah.
Hey friends, what's up? Time travel is possible. I'm here about 3 weeks after I've installed the headers. Really happy with them, and let's take a look at Akrapovic's website, and this is kind of the figures that you should see when you replace your header. I can say that along with the tune, because it's not just the header, it's also the tune. I got the BrenTune from BT Moto together with the titanium header, cat delete, has made a huge difference in this bike. It's almost like having a brand new bike. I really like how peppy it is. Check out my other video about the tune. I go into detail about the benefits of having that tune. So I'll put that link up here or here, wherever that thing goes. Check that out. But let's go take a look at the header now. It's had time to kind of wear in and get the bluing going, which is pretty cool. Let's go check it out. All right, this is a little bit off topic, but I just wanted to comment on my SW Motec bags. The tank bag and the Blaze saddle bags. Initially when I bought those, I bought them for traveling, going out. I went out recently to the Twisted Sisters, which is a night, you gotta stay overnight. It's not that close to me, so I bought it for that, and they're easy to take on and off. And I just had in my mind, I'll put them on when I need them and take them off when I don't. But they're so convenient, and I like the way they look. And for example, when I go out for a ride, get some wind therapy, occasionally my wife will call me, or it just pops up to me that I gotta stop by the store and grab something, and I've got these bags I can put stuff in now. So I don't know, I just leave them on. I like the way they look, and very functional. Okay, so on to the mission here. So let's go down, drop down here to the header. So I've got the Akrapovic black titanium. I've had that for a while now. I've had that for like 3 years or so, something like that. I have a video of me putting that on and buying it. It's got the carbon fiber heat shield, and then the carbon fiber, this goes on top of the valve in the exhaust. So I kept my valve, I didn't get rid of it. One of my friends got rid of his valve altogether, and he said his bike stalls sometimes at lights because it has no back pressure. So I just kept mine on. So here we go, here's the titanium header. That's where the down under here, whoops, you can't really see. But that right there, back there was where the cat was, which is now gone. And here's the nice bluing effect that is happening on my titanium pipe, which is really cool. So it's important to clean these though when you finish the installation. I wiped mine down with alcohol, as I mentioned earlier, and then also once it dried, I rubbed it down with a little bit of WD-40. And because if you don't do that, and if there's any greasy fingerprints on there, once these get hot, those will burn in, and you'll have a fingerprint or a handprint on your exhaust, which is unsightly, to say the least. And here's the other side. So these pipes, the way this bike is designed, you don't really see these unless you get down and look. See, you really can't see any of the pipe on this side. Obviously, the exhaust is on the other, the can, but I'm very happy with these. Okay, that wraps up my Akrapovic full system, titanium full system video. If you have any questions about this video or the other video about the tune, or any of these videos that relate to this or anything else in my library of videos, please comment below, let me know. And if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing. It's free to do and it helps me out a lot. Please do me a favor and click that. I come out with videos every week. I've got over 300 videos now on my bike life about this bike, interviews with some interesting people, things I buy for the bike, rides, all that good stuff. So check them out. Do me a favor and subscribe. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Later.